Good evening, everyone. Daniel here. Hope you guys are having a fantastic Monday. Hey, I want to thank each and every one of you for joining us this evening. I am here at the corporate office. We got Dr. Dan on with us tonight. He's going to do a phenomenal job as always. And we've got some special guests that are on here to share with you guys too. But before we jump into everything, first off, I want to apologize for the way I'm talking. I had mouth surgery about a week and a half ago. They took out my impacted wisdom teeth, and then the orthodontist threw braces on. I got metal braces. They're ceramic, so they at least don't, I still look like brace face because I can't take these things off for a year, but at least they're ceramic. So with that said, I apologize for a tiny bit of biting my tongue as I try to speak, but I want to welcome you guys here. Guys, I want to say this. I have never, in my 9 years in this industry, I have never seen what's taken place the last 2 weeks. It's been unbelievable. Two and a half weeks since Dallas on January 10th. I have been absolutely blown away at what has taken place. It's just been absolutely incredible. I want to let each and every one of you know, because we're getting, just so you guys know, we had 971 calls over just a couple day period on Thursday and Friday. I haven't looked at call volume for the day today, but I guarantee it's probably going to be, in that, it's got to be a big number. It's got to be 450, 600 people have probably called in or emailed today. And they're asking one question: where's my GLP? People want to know where their product is. I'm here to tell you, we are like FedEx. We always deliver. Your product's on the way. We had more manufactured Thursday and Friday. We had more manufactured tomorrow and Wednesday. It is on the way. I want to address that first and foremost, because if you're saying, hey, I paid for product, a week ago or 8-9 days ago, guys, I'm telling you, the first group that ordered, they've got their product. Well, guess what? The second group, it's on the way. And I just invested a ton of capital last week to make sure that we're never out of stock. What do I mean by that? We're manufacturing 3 large purchase orders. So we're going to have GLP in stock all the time. You'll never have to be worried about getting your product. It'll ship the same day. We'll never have this again. So I love you guys. Product is on the way. The next thing I want to start off with, if you are not in Dallas, by the way, don't ever miss an event. I'm speaking to everybody. Doesn't matter your rank, doesn't matter your title here in 3. Do not ever miss an event. I don't care where you live in the country. I don't care if we do an event in Florida and you live in California, make sure you're there. I don't care if you live in Texas and the event's in Texas and you made an excuse and said, I can't drive and it's only an hour away. Oh boy, did you miss out on an amazing event in Fort Worth. Don't miss out on any corporate events again. You never know what's going to happen. I'm telling you, Dallas was game changing for 3 International. So if you weren't in Dallas, I want to pull up a slide for you. It is our 2026 calendar. If we could zoom in a little bit on that, I'm going to go over it with you guys. It's as simple as this. There's going to be a North American meeting challenge. It's taking place right now till March 15th. We've got the Mediterranean cruise for APAC April 10th. We got Turks and Caicos, Bahamas on May 11th. We got a hybrid event. Write this down. A hybrid event on August 8th. What does this mean? It means that only like 250 people are going to be able to come in person in Las Vegas. The other people are going to be zoomed in from around the world. It's going to be a $15, $20 million screen. We're going to be able to zoom people in and out. It's absolutely sick. It is awesome. You guys are going to love it. It's on August 8th, Las Vegas. The good news is if you come in person, come to Vegas, have some fun, meet with your team, have a team get together, a team dinner, a team party, whatever. So that's going to be on August 8th. If you're asked to speak at that event, you're going to fly in on the 6th because we're going to have rehearsals on the 7th. Next up, we're going to be doing North American regionals, October through November. We're going to be doing North American regionals in April and May. Our birthday's May 23rd. Here's the calendar. I'm going to also send this out for everybody on the WhatsApp groups so that everybody has it. So don't worry about taking a picture. It'll be on all the WhatsApp groups. You can share it with your team. This is our 2026 calendar. Next up, we are extending $1 enrollment for 1 week. I'm doing this for one reason. By the way, for all you guys out there, when we go to $1, that means the company loses $29 on every enrollment, because normally we charge $30 to enroll. So why am I doing this? Really simple. Some of you don't have your GLP yet. I feel like I owe it to you to give you one more week with $1 enrollment globally until Sunday midnight Mountain Time. It's $1 to enroll. Okay. We'd love to have you. Just to let you know, when it ends, you'll see it February 1st, 11:59, midnight. We love you. It's $1 to enroll globally in 3. Next up, we're running a review contest. What does this mean? It means that you can win. The top one is $500 worth of GLP, by the way. Then there's an Aura ring. And then there's something called the team wanted me to share this with you, a Life Pro Waver Vibration Plate. That's that bottom picture. For those of you that don't know what that is, it's like a vibrating plate that they're hot right now. These things are like hotter than pancake. People love these things. So we're giving away $500 worth of GLP. We're giving away an Aura ring, and we're giving away a Life Pro Waver Vibration Plate. Now, how do you win these things? The contest starts now. It runs through February 8th. There'll be information on WhatsApp groups. As soon as this Zoom's done, we're going to post it in all the WhatsApp groups. So you'll have all the information of what it entails. But it's as simple as this. We want a bunch of reviews, positive reviews about GLP. They have to be compliant, and we're going to pick them out. So if you write a review for GLP and we happen to select your review, you're going to be one of 3 people that win. Doesn't matter where you live, doesn't matter what your rank is in 3. It's as simple as this. Leave us a review. Again, there'll be instructions, there'll be a link, it'll show you how to do it, and we're going to pick 3. And guess what? Somebody's going to win first place, second place, and third place. I'd love it to be you. Next up, I'm going to share a couple slides with you guys before we jump in to a video and Dr. Dan. Guys, I love this. A lot of people, I say we all, sometimes I assume people have heard this, but maybe you haven't. But together we can achieve more, a team. Guys, this is so on my heart to talk about team for a couple minutes. You know, I talked in Dallas about the importance of team. You know, I've seen leaders in this industry so often either control their groups and or they don't understand the concept and the power of teamwork. You know, there's an old saying, teamwork makes the dream work. I'm a massive believer in that. I'm a massive believer that we're all given amazing gifts and talents, and some of us are born with some gifts. Some of us have to develop them through personal development and our skill sets and improving who we are. I believe it's a combination of both. I believe we're all born with interesting, unique gifts that are unique to us, but you also have to develop your skill set. Well, that's the individuality that we bring to the equation. The power is when you take people's individuality and you bring it together as a team. That's when amazing things can happen. And I just want to tell you guys, since Dallas, to see the teamwork, to see people working together and sharing stories and forwarding WhatsApps and sharing testimonials, and the power of the team is so, so powerful. And I don't want you to ever forget that on your own team. You're the leader of your team. What does that look like? Who are you empowering? Who are you speaking life into? Who's their testimonials? Are you worried more about their check than your check? I don't want us to ever forget here at 3. If you're in 3, you're on one team, and that is team 3. The next slide I want to share with everybody is the best victories are those we get to share as a team. Guys, teams win together, they lose together, they fail together, they succeed together. I want you to know we're all in this together. And your success is our success at corporate. Our success at corporate is your success. We are in this together. I view all of you as team members, as one collective team. I don't look at you as a certain rank. Is it great to hit a big rank? Absolutely. We're going to do recognition here in a little while. And you know what? We had so many rank advancements since January 1st. We want to love on everybody. It's incredible what's happened the last few weeks. But also, I want you to know, again, we're a team. Yes, I love the rank advancements. Yes, I love that you're charging out there. Yes, I love that you're challenging not only other people, but yourself. But I want you to know the victory, this thing's going to explode. 3 is going to explode the next few months, the next 2 months, the next 3 months, the next 4 months. And I want you to know when it does, we win together. When we win together and when this company explodes and grows and expands all over the world, and we take you to destinations that you would have never taken yourself before, that are free 99 because of your hard work, I want you to know we're going to do that as a team. We're going to have fun as a team. We're going to celebrate our wins as a team. We're going to take you all over the world as a team. We're going to build a collective vision bigger than ever as a team. We're going to cast a vision together that's bigger as a team. And we're going to absolutely change millions of lives here at 3 because we're going to do so as a team. My last slide I want to share is so important, the word momentum. Guys, momentum works 2 ways. Momentum can work against you and momentum can work for you. But I absolutely love this. People who succeed have momentum. The more they succeed, the more they want to succeed, and the more they find a way to succeed. I want to say this. GLP is a game changer, but there will be people that 6 months from now say, what happened? There'll be 2 different types of people. The first person is going to say, you know what? I'm going to do anything it takes right now to go share this all over the world night and day because I understand the timing of where I'm at. That's the first person. And you're going to go out and you're going to change your life, your family's life, and thousands of people's life. The second person is going to wake up in 180 days and 6 months, and they're going to say, what the heck happened? What just happened? Holy moly. I knew her back in January when she had this tiny team, and here it is, June and July. She's exploded the last 5-6 months. What the heck happened? I knew him at Dallas. I saw him cross the stage at Dallas as a 3-star, and now he's a 6-star? What just happened? Those stories are starting to happen in only a couple weeks. I would ask you, which one do you want to be part of? Momentum is powerful. I'm telling you. Jump on this train, guys, and watch out. Guys, next I want to share with you a video that the marketing team put together for GLP. We're going to be doing a bunch of stuff this year, by the way, testing different stuff, doing different stuff, putting stuff in the app for you to share and use. But I want stuff that's going to work. We created a GLP video for you. It's going to be loaded in the app in a little while. But guess what? You're the first ones around the world to see our new GLP-3 video. Peter, let's roll it.
You think I lack discipline. You think I lack willpower. You think I'm just not doing enough. The world will tell you that to control your weight, all you need to do is eat right and exercise. But now, science knows it's just not that simple. Weight loss is more than just calories in versus calories out. It's a real metabolic condition. Enter GLP-3, powered by MBC267, an all-natural peptide complex discovered in salmon living in the Norwegian Sea and in many mushrooms. GLP-3 helps curb food cravings and can even help you achieve the weight you've always dreamt of, looking leaner and better than ever. Control your weight. Don't let it control you. GLP-3 works with your body, not against it. Because when you address the real metabolic factors at play, lasting change becomes possible. This is your fresh start. This is your time. This is GLP redefined.
There you go, guys. There's your video. It'll be loading the app. You guys have it. Share, share, share. Get it out, get it out. Share with everybody. I'm telling you, this product is hot. Hot, hot, hot. Dr. Dan, you're up next, my friend. I want to say this about Dr. Dan. I've never said this to you in the number of years we've worked together, but this is the way that I want to introduce you from my heart tonight. I want to just say that you have changed my life, my friend, and I mean that sincerely. You've changed my confidence the last few weeks. You've helped me lose 20 plus pounds, 13 pounds my first 10 days. You have changed my life, brother. So I want to just speak that from my heart, and I want to welcome up Dr. Dan Gooler.
Thanks, Daniel. So good to be with you all. Daniel, I love you. I'm grateful to be able to work with you. Guys, we have the best CEO in the industry. I've been at several companies. I've been around a lot of CEOs in our industry, and you won't find one with the intelligence, with the wisdom, with the heart, with the courage as Daniel. So Daniel, I love you, and I'm grateful for you. And I'm excited to talk about GLP-3 tonight. We showed this at Dallas, and I'm showing this again because this, in a nutshell, talks about what this product does. Before I talk about what it does, and before I talk about some of the science, I want us to understand that we need to keep things simple. Simple, simple, simple. You know, sometimes in our zeal, we want to start talking about geeky things and, That's me, right? Preaching to the choir, right? Because I'm like, oh my gosh, right? There's this peptide and it binds to this receptor and it causes signal transduction cascades and blah, 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 and it turns on the blah, blah, blah gene. You know, that's great. And it's important, but it's not important if we're going to change lives. The most important thing is losing weight, changing our lives, changing the lives of those people that we love around us. And, right, our goal is to change the lives of the 8.1 billion people living on the planet. So we need to keep it simple, simple, simple. And the simple message of GLP-3, it obliterates food cravings. We all know about food cravings. They're real, they're powerful. Sometimes they're so powerful that they can control us. They can control what we do. How many times have we said, oh, okay, I'm not going to eat dessert. And then, brownies and ice cream come out, or the restaurant is like, do you want to look at the dessert menu? And, a voice that sounds astonishingly like your own is like, yes, I would. Like what so food cravings, big deal. Food noise is another word for it that scientists talk about, where basically the volume on craving food is turned up. And for some people, it's turned up like a rock concert where it's on all the time. When you're awake, when you're asleep, when you're at work, when you're at home, it's just relentless. And what this product does, because of our MBC 267 peptide complex, is it obliterates food cravings. Those cravings are gone, and you'll hear some of that later tonight. And because food cravings are gone, because metabolism is back into balance, we drop the pounds. Because weight loss is a beneficial side effect of bringing everything back into balance. And I love that video that was played, and our marketing team did such a great job on that, because losing weight is not just, like it said, it's not just a matter of willpower. It's not just a matter of discipline that we need to pull up our big person pants and just try harder. It's science. We need to remove those impediments. We need to remove those roadblocks. We need to obliterate food cravings, and that's what this does. Now, GLP-1 is a hot target. There's a lot of other approaches to target GLP-1. Most of those approaches reduce lean muscle mass. We lose muscle, and you've probably seen this. You've probably heard it from a lot of people. You've probably seen pictures online in the news, on social media. It's a big deal. If we're losing weight, but we're losing muscle with it, in my opinion, that's actually worse than if you were to retain some of that weight, because muscle is vital for human health. And what we're so excited about is our clinical studies on GLP-3 have shown that we can drop the pounds, we can reduce food cravings, and we can retain lean muscle mass all at the same time. And there's no other product on the planet that does that. So we're really excited about that. Keeping it simple, just remember, this is Mother Nature's GLP-1. So there's other synthetic GLP-1 products that activate the GLP-1 receptor. This is Mother Nature's version. And we've talked about that before, right? When we're at a meeting, we've said, wouldn't it be nice if there was a natural molecule in this place that could help with this condition, or a natural molecule in that place that could help with that condition? You remember when I was talking about that? Well, what we found is we found natural molecules in salmon and in mushrooms that can activate the GLP-1 receptor. Now, I want to make this clear. There's a lot of GLP-1 supplements out there, and there's a lot of companies that have launched GLP-1 supplements recently. But all of those supplements, what they do is they activate the GLP-1 enzyme itself. And we already do that. I don't know if you remember, but when we published our epigenetic clinical study, we showed that Vitalite upregulates GLP-1 gene by 348%. Revive upregulates that gene by 293%. So we already have GLP-1 support and activation. What we're doing here is we're activating the receptor, just like those synthetic GLP-1 products that are out there. And there's no other nutritional supplement that activates the GLP-1 receptor. Okay, now let's be careful. We don't want to go too geeky and into the science and what that, but we need to understand that's what we're offering here. This truly is a unique, one-of-a-kind product. And it's powerful, and it works by this unique mechanism. And what powers it? New molecules. new peptides to be exact. Now, a lot of you have heard of peptides, I'm sure. Peptides have been huge for the last 18, 24 months. Peptides. Well, what does that mean? Well, peptide is a class of molecules. They're amino acids that are strung together, and they're short in nature. They're usually anywhere from 15 to 45 amino acids strung together. And these amino acids, they target receptors in the body. Peptides are actually like keys, and they slide into receptors in the body like a keyhole. And then you turn that key and you can open up a door. You can raise a gate. You can open up a car. You can provide functional benefits to the body by targeting these receptors. And so what we found, it's called MBC 267 because there's 267 naturally occurring peptides in here. Now, when we talk about pharmaceuticals, right, you use one drug to do something. That's called monopharmacology. What we do here at 3 is we use multiple beautiful, powerful, natural molecules. In this case, 267 peptides from salmon and from mushrooms that cause a beautiful, powerful, beneficial response without the negative side effect that's seen with synthetic drugs. Synthetic drugs in our key and receptor analogy is basically like putting the key into the lock and twisting it where you break the key off. Well, okay, I guess the door is open, but that's not going to be beneficial for people. These natural peptides slide in and they slide out. And then the next thing that we have is our cellular absorption technology. So what we do is we have two different cellular absorption technologies. We have our adjuvant technology and our polyphenol complexation technologies. And these technologies ensure that all these 267 beautiful peptides and the other ingredients in the product are absorbed into the cell. And this is tricky because a lot of peptides, especially peptides that mimic GLP-1, they're not absorbed into the cell, right? And so people have to take extreme measures in order to get it into the body. Listen to me when I say this. One of the things we do here at 3 is we are the world leader in cellular absorption. I've spent my career, 20 years of my career, figuring out new ways to make sure these beautiful organic molecules get into the cell. And so we have two different cellular absorption technologies that help us to do that. And then the next slide here. Okay, now I'm really excited to show this. As I mentioned in Dallas, we have clinical data on GLP-3. We show that it activates the GLP-1 receptor. It activates a GLP-2 receptor. It activates a really cool receptor called GIP. And we have clinical data on our MBC 267 complex. But the most important thing, in my mind, clinical studies are good and they provide validation. But the thing about clinical studies is they're so tightly controlled. Everybody has to eat the same thing. Everybody has to do the same thing. They have to go to sleep at the same time. They have to wake up at the same time. And that's good in order to prove something works. But what I'm showing you right now is results of people who have taken our GLP-3 over the last, 5, 10, 15 days, and the results that they've seen. Each of these data points is a person, where if you look at the bottom, the number of days that they've been taking GLP-3, and then if you look on the left and going up, the number of pounds that person has lost. And then what's really cool is when you put all these data points together, this makes like a scatter plot. Do you remember? This is like back, in freshman college classes or whatnot when they teach you how to use Excel. And then once you have a scatter plot, you can actually add a trend line to it. And so I've added a trend line to it. And this line begins at 0 because, right, we all started not taking GLP-3 and then we took it. And then what's really cool is you can add an equation for this trend line, right? And if you notice on the right, we have this equation. Don't you love equations? They're just a beautiful thing. But anyways, what this equation says is that every time that someone takes GLP-3, for every day that they take it, they lose a pound. Isn't that cool? For every day that you take it, you see this equation, X there. X means the number of days. If you take it 1 day, you're going to lose 1 pound. If you take it 5 days, you're going to lose 5 pounds. I mean, that's the data that we're seeing here. And so this is powerful. This shows how demonstrable this product is. And in all my years in the industry, and I've been blessed to formulate some really cool, really powerful products. And we've been on a journey together with a lot of these powerful products. But this product, the demonstrability of it, how fast it works, not just dropping pounds, but the food craving, the food noise is gone. And I'm sure we're going to hear some marvelous things about that here in a minute. But this is powerful results. Let's go to the next slide. It's like Jeopardy. Okay, other benefits that this product has. So you've probably heard and you've probably read about GLP-1. GLP-1 is a master regulator in the body. So it can help with weight loss, but it can help with so many other things. So GLP-1 is actually, everybody should take a multivitamin. Everybody should take Vitalite to be exact, because that contains all the enzymes or probiotics or prebiotics, everything the body needs for proper function. Well, science the last few years has shown that just as important as a multivitamin, everybody should be taking something that truly activates the GLP-1 receptor without loss of lean muscle mass. Now, up to this point, there hasn't been that type of a product. But what I'm saying is GLP-3 is something that people should take every day for the rest of their life. And some people will be like, well, I'm actually happy at my weight. I feel like I'm at my target weight. Do I need to take GLP-3? The answer is yes, you do. Because GLP-3 helps with mood boost, the top left on that slide. GLP-3 increases endorphins. It helps you sleep better. It gives you more energy. And it controls blood sugar and blood glucose levels. So my friends, if you haven't tried GLP-3, get it, try it, use it. You'll feel the difference. You'll see the benefit. And join us on this GLP-1 wave as we transform human health, not only for your life, your families, but around the world. Thank you so much. Back to you, Daniel.
Thank you so much, Dr. Dan. Phenomenal job as always. Everybody give Dr. Dan, not that he can hear you, but give him a big wave, give him a big clap. He always knocks it out of the park. And as I already shared with everybody, Dr. Dan has changed my life personally, and he's changed thousands of people's lives the last few years, but especially the last few weeks. And I've always been a big Dr. Dan fan of his knowledge, his brilliance, his formulations, and who he is as a person. And I try to share that as often as I can. But to see what he put together with this GLP-3, it's a different level. And it is game changing, and people's lives are being changed hour on the hour because of this incredible, incredible product. So thank you, Dr. Dan, sincerely. And thank you for being on here with us tonight. Guys, I want to jump in. There's an old saying in business and in life that facts tell and stories sell. And so often, look, I can be super analytical, right? I can nerd out and read, and you share all the ingredients and the nerdy stuff, and we've all been there, done that, right? But facts tell, stories sell. I want to talk stories tonight. Stories are what changes lives, both with our opportunity and with our products. But tonight I want to talk specifically about GLP-3. And I've invited a few people on here. By the way, we could have invited 30, 40, 50. We could have invited a few hundred people on here that have had game-changing results. But I put together just a small group of people that I wanted to come on here tonight and share with you what's happened to them and to give a short testimonial, not a training-monial. Big difference. A training-monial is 5, 10, 15 minutes. A testimonial is, here's my name, here's where I'm from, and here's what's happened with GLP-3. I want to go to Dallas, Texas. We had the event right in her backyard. Not literally, by the way. You guys are like, you didn't get a hotel? We had a hotel in Fort Worth. It wasn't literally her backyard, but she lives in Dallas, Texas. I want to start off with Amy Lafitte. Amy, what has happened to you on GLP-3?
Okay, well, I just have to tell you, last February, I asked Dr. Dan when he was in Dallas, what do you think about peptides? And I know we don't do Me Too products, but never in my wildest dreams did I think that he was going to deliver an entirely new subcategory in a billion-dollar industry that we already have. So an all-natural GLP peptide, like what are we even talking about? So I've actually been using peptides for about 2 years. I've had tremendous results on them, but in the last couple of weeks now getting to switch over to an all-natural peptide, the results have been absolutely amazing. No side effects. The hunger is amazing, like better than on like the synthetics, to be honest with you, for me. But also it helps me so much with brain support, inflammation, so many different things. I have all 5 people in my family on this new product for different reasons. I have some obviously for weight loss. My mom is 100 pounds. So like Dr. Dan said, she doesn't need to lose weight, but being able to be on this for just metabolic health and overall health is tremendous. Like this is for skinny people too, believe it or not. And then my husband, if you ever get to meet him, he's real tall, real thin. He was a model in college. He's beautiful, but he doesn't need to lose any weight. But there's blood sugar issues that run in his family. So he's taking it for the blood sugar support. So everyone's taking it for different reasons. Everyone's getting great results. And I just want to tell you guys, you need to lock in because we're about to be real skinny and real rich.
I love it. Thank you, Amy. You're awesome. Appreciate you, Sharon. You're fantastic. Thanks for being on tonight. I want to go right to Michigan to Shannon Schmidt. Shannon is just such an amazing individual and just a beautiful person, and so proud of her and her amazing family. And she's done such an amazing job. So Shannon always touches my heart and just knocks it out of the park. But Shannon, I want you to share with us what's happened to you personally with GLP-3.
So much. And Dr. Dan and Daniel, we just have to thank you. Thank you so much for all you're doing for really humanity. Really, like this is such a game-changing product. And I think, within 3 days, I was down 4 pounds. I've lost 6 pounds in 6 days. The inflammation is my main concern for my body. I would say 80% of my inflammation's gone, and total appetite control, and just the slimming, like the inflammation of just getting more chiseled, looking better, and it's everybody's noticing it. So, but
that.
It's really going to change lives. Like we have a product that is really affecting many people. And our team, I'm hearing team member after team member say, I've lost 7 pounds, I've lost 10 pounds, and we barely have had it, right? So I agree, Amy. We're getting ready to let loose.
Wait till everything hits in the coming days and people start getting the stories out. It's going to be unbelievable. Shannon, thank you. You are awesome. You're an absolute rock star. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Next up, I want to go to Marisa in Pennsylvania. Mangiamelli. She's doing an amazing job. Marisa, what has happened to you on GLP-3?
Oh my goodness. So many good things. First, thank you, Daniel. And thank you, everybody. My name is Marisa Mangiamelli. Daniel got it right tonight.
Yes. And I always say Marissa, by the way, it's my fault. I own it. Marisa, go ahead, Marisa.
So I just want to share really quickly. I have struggled with my weight for the last 5 years. I'm an integrative health functional nutrition practitioner. It's my life. It's my passion. It's my profession, right? So it's very frustrating to not be able to help myself. I really have struggled mentally with it because I've done the things. I walked the walk. I talked the talk, and I shook things up and nothing changed. So I was a little nervous to try because I didn't want one more letdown, but I can share that I almost gave up. And thanks to Daniel and Dr. Dan and 11 days on GLP-3, I'm down 6 pounds, and that hasn't happened in years. So I'm really excited. And I think I'm the black sheep because I'm actually an undereater, not on purpose, but just because I'm not hungry, and I'm hungry again. And that's so exciting.
I love that. That's fantastic. Well, thank you for sharing your story with everybody. And I absolutely love to hear that. And I can't wait to hear an update in the next week, 10 days as to what's happening with you, Marisa. You are awesome. Next up, I want to go to Enoch Gonzalez, who, by the way, him and his wife have both had a powerful story. But I said, I just need one of you guys to share tonight. Could have had them both on. We could have packed this out with dozens of people. But I want Enoch to share what's happened with him in a short time frame on GLP-3.
All right, my name is Enoch. Thank you, Dan and Dr. Dan and Daniel for having me online today. I just want to share my story with GLP-3. It's been amazing. In the short time that I've had it, we've had it since Tuesday. We started taking it immediately. And like everyone else is saying, just the food noise is pretty much gone. I woke up the next morning. I'm always hungry in the morning to eat, and I didn't really eat at all. I forced myself to eat the next day, and I went all day until the evening to eat. Plus, I worked out. I had energy, which is unreal because I really haven't a whole lot of food. So, again, I started Tuesday, and by Saturday when I got home from work, I was on the scale. It was 7 pounds down in 4 days, and I was shocked.
Wow.
There was just no way that that could happen. And that's something that I've been asking for it's like, if we only had that one product that could really help not only myself, but everyone else, that's what I'm excited about. And I'm excited for not just myself, but everyone that's going to be taking this product. And I feel like it's something that we're going to share with everyone. And we're going to change the world. And that, thank you, because of you, Daniel, and because of you, Dr. Dan. Thank you so much.
Enoch, thank you so much. It's amazing to hear from Amy and Marisa and Shannon and yourself. I appreciate the four of you sharing. I read something that was really interesting a while back about weight. When you say you dropped 7 pounds in 4 days, that's unbelievable. That is just awesome. I love it. And, I saw when I was reading this article, it said, when you look at 12 pounds, most of us don't think like this, but when you look at 12 pounds and you look at what is 12 pounds, 12 pounds is potatoes. If you go to a Costco or a Sam's Club or a grocery store and you buy just Idaho potatoes, right? And you put them in a sack and you carry that sack around, that normally weighs 10, 12, 13 pounds. Let's call it 12 pounds. So if you take 2 sacks and you put it over your shoulders and you just carry it around, it's 24 pounds, 2 sacks of potatoes all day. So when somebody says, I've lost 7 pounds, or we're going to have stories where people have lost 20 pounds, 30 pounds, 40 pounds, just picture carrying around all day long. If it's 24 pounds you need to lose, picture carrying 2 sacks of potatoes on your back all day long. Most of us would be super tired, but yet people carry that with them everywhere. So Enoch, thank you so much for sharing. It's game-changing and life-changing, and I appreciate you. Next up, we're going to go down to the great state of Florida. By the way, I wish I was in Florida where it's 70. It's 25, 30, 35, 30-ish in Utah. It is cold. So we're going to go to Florida and my friend Lynn Green. Lynn, share with us what has happened in your life with GLP-3.
Hi, everyone. I am just so excited about this product. Nothing has lit me up, and I can't even compare, honestly, because I'm a 3-time Bikini Pro champion. I compete, but I'm very holistic and I'm very careful what I put in my body. And I see that everyone's into the GLP-1s, the injections. It wasn't something that I particularly knew much about. But when Dr. Dan launched this product, I just was all in with it. I tried it myself. I've lost 3 pounds. My inflammation's down. My workouts are incredible. I have such a great mood, even like happier than I normally am. And then, the cravings, like my sugar cravings are pretty much gone. And anybody that knows me knows that I'm a sweet and I love ice cream and snack stuff. So I even went to the store and I walked by those aisles and I didn't even like feel the urge. So, I just am really happy with this product. I've been telling everybody about it because I know how life-changing this is for people that are really struggling. And I'm super excited that we have this.
I love that. I love that you shared. Congratulations on the weight loss. And I love that you shared about the food cravings. When Dr. Dan first came to me, Lynn, and said, this is a product that is patented from Norway. It's all natural. It's game-changing. And we talked about the benefits. One of the benefits that he was loud and clear about is the food noise, which is cravings. That's what most of us call it, cravings. And Dr. Dan had to educate me on food noise, how it's literally, in the back of your mind, you're going, oh, what sounds good? Oh, I'm hungry now. Oh, it's 2 p.m. Even though I had lunch at 11:30 or 12. What do I need right now? I'm the ultimate snacker. And so when I hear you share that, whether it's ice cream or a snack or the cravings, it is so awesome that one of the benefits of this is it turns off the cravings, the food noise. I've absolutely loved it. And I'm watching it work now on so many people. It's one of the benefits, one of many. It's just absolutely unbelievable. So Lynn, thank you for sharing your testimonial tonight. Greatly appreciate you. Last but not least, we're going to go to somebody that literally lives about 3 minutes from our corporate office. So she has been kind enough to bring us in snacks and goodies and gifts for the corporate team, to Dr. Dan and myself and the different members of the team here. Diana does an amazing job. Diana Lane, she's also one of the greatest customer gatherers in 3. She knocks it out of the park when it comes to getting customers. But I want to welcome Diana on tonight so she can share with us what has happened in her life with GLP-3.
Okay, you guys, I have struggled for over 10 years. And if you're over 50, you understand with losing weight. I've tried everything. I'm sure many of you can relate with me. But on Saturday, 2 weeks ago, Dr. Dan showed us GLP-3. And I was like, I'm in. I'm in. I think Daniel was doing a happy dance. I mean, the whole room, the buzz, we all were in. And so we tried to dose that day. They pass it around. They tried to dose. I was at the end of the row and I had an extra bottle and I just said, I just kept it. Okay, I'll admit it. So I got to keep it.
You're one of the keepers. Okay.
I will admit it because it changed my life. This is why. So we took it. I didn't think expect anything was going to happen the first day. You guys, I didn't think anything would change the first day. Well, as the day went on, it's 10:30 at night, and I'm realizing that I didn't drink a Diet Pepsi. I did not have this. I have these all day long, you guys, and I didn't even think about it. I didn't realize I didn't drink a Diet Pepsi. And that was really surprised because I have drank Diet Pepsi for 41 years. I wake up in the morning. It is a bad obsession. My house, my garage is decorated with Diet Pepsi. I mean, I love Diet Pepsi. I pick my restaurants around Diet Pepsi. So fast forward, I've been taking it for 2 weeks. I did cheat. And I have gone 2 weeks. That food noise that they talk about is off. I'm not craving it, and that's so great. But I have not drank a Diet Pepsi in over 2 weeks. I've lost 5.4 pounds, and I've struggled for 10 years to lose anything. And I'm Diana from Lehi, Utah. Thanks.
That is awesome. And that is awesome that you're putting away the soda after 41. You have 4 decades of grabbing a soda. That is amazing. It's amazing what happens to your body when you cut out the sugars and the processed foods. But sugar and soda, that's the top of the list. So Diana, thank you. And your honesty is amazing. We were wondering where some of the bottles went in Dallas. I heard people say there's a few people keeping the bottles and running out of the room, and you just put it in your purse and now you admit it in front of 1,300 people on a Zoom. I want to give you a free bottle just to reward you for your incredible integrity. So with that said, I'm going to get you a free bottle of GLP-3. And if you're watching this and going, she stole a bottle in Dallas, she didn't have to admit that. That's awesome. I appreciate you. Thank you for sharing with everybody. I want to thank each of you for being on here, doing such an amazing job, and for opening up and just sharing with everybody. So fantastic, guys. Have an awesome rest of your night. Next up, guys, we are going to jump in to loving on people. I am a massive believer in recognition. I have invited Sophie Shipley on here with us this evening. Sophie is our head of events and recognition. She works with Hallie. She works with Macy. They have an incredible team. I want to hand it over for a few minutes to Sophie, who's going to knock it out of the park as she always does as we jump in to this amazing recognition section.
Hello, everyone. Good evening. So happy to see you all. Who's excited about GLP-3? I can't see you or hear you, but I'm going to assume that you're cheering, as we all have been in the corporate office. But tonight, I just wanted to recognize all of you because since January, we've had a ton of rank advancements, and you all deserve to have that recognition. But if we can go to the next slide, I want to talk about one thing before we get into all of that. Okay, every single Wednesday, we're going to be doing an Instagram Live. It'll be one of the three of us, me, Hallie, or Macy, that are on your screen here. And we're going to be reading all of those who rank advanced. And this is where we're going to rank advance every single person this week. This is where we recognize you, your teams, and this is how we build this momentum here at 3. And it doesn't matter if this is your personal recognition, if this is someone on your team, you need to be on here and support everyone because that culture and we're all team 3 and that matters. I'm gonna leave this slide up for just a little bit. If you wanna take a screenshot, take a photo, send it to your team, create a calendar invite people to that calendar invite, send it to everyone that you know, share it on your stories, let people know. The more that we show up for each other, the bigger that this momentum gets. So just leave it up for a few more seconds, and then we're going to get into some more recognition.
Sophie, I want them to pack this out. You and Macy and Hallie do such a tremendous job, and I love your energy every day at the office. Guys, pack this out. We want to see this be an absolute home run. So every Wednesday at 11 a.m. Mountain, pack it out, pack it out, pack it out. Back to you, Sophie.
Awesome. Perfect. Okay, I'm hoping all of you have got that written down. So if we can go to the next slide, let's get into a little bit of recognition. Look at all of these names. This is crazy.
Wow.
This
By the way, this is all
one
since
from the
January
start of
1st, right?
January.
Since January 1st, Soph, is that right?
January 1st, yep.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Let's roll it. Let's get a little music going and let's recognize all of our 1 and 2 stars. Sophie, is this nuts?
It's crazy. Just this long of a list since January for 1 stars is amazing.
Nuts. 3 weeks.
Let's see the 2 stars. That's wild. If the list has doubled just to 2 stars, you can really see that this momentum is going.
Sophie and I were joking. We were going to read all these out to you guys, but we have a 3-hour Zoom. Look at all the new 2 stars in 3 weeks. It's nuts.
That's crazy. All these different
What's
places,
next?
all these different teams.
What's next, Soph?
Let's hit him with 3 stars.
Let's go 3 stars.
This is awesome.
Wow.
These are some real people in your teams making these milestones. This is crazy.
What? 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 How awesome is that?
All the 3 stars. Pro.
3-star pros next? All right, let's do it. 3-star pros. Sophie, who are our new 3-star pros the last couple weeks?
We've got Amy Lafitte, who we just heard her amazing testimonial. Ashley Rangel, Kathleen Miller, Mary Mast, Bob DeBoer, Zanyang Yang. Wow, look at this, you guys. These are all people that you know, you love. These are on your teams. Give a big hand to these people.
How awesome is that? Amy, we're so proud of you. I want to say something about Amy. Amy never gives up. Amy sticks with it, stays incredibly consistent, always shows up with an amazing attitude. Amy, couldn't be more proud of you. Couldn't be more proud of Mary Mast. Amazing job. Again, just stayed consistent. 3-star pro, fantastic. Ashley Rangel, amazing out of Texas. Just doing just a fantastic job. Just great, awesome work, Ashley. I'm excited to see you grow. I can see 4-star, 5-star in your future. And Rob and Danielle up in Canada, they are just knocking it out of the park. I want to say this. Rob might be, I need to pull a report. Him and Danielle might be the top enrollers right now globally since we launched GLP-3. I think they're #1 enrollers globally. Fantastic job, Rob and Danielle. Couldn't be more proud of you guys. Thank you for joining 3. By the way, they just came on board a couple months ago. They're brand new to the company and they're already 3-star pro. Amazing job. Kathleen Miller, amazing. One of the things that's blown me away about Kathleen is always her attitude. 12 out of 10. Always a smile, always just an amazing human being. Kathleen, you're doing an amazing job. And Zhao Yong Peng, amazing job out of New York. Proud of you. Fantastic job. Thank you for what you're doing every day. The 6 of you are doing just a phenomenal job. Congratulations on being 3-star pro. Couldn't be more proud of you guys. Next up, Sophie, who do we have at 3-star?
3-star leads. We've got Cindy and Mike Maddox. And for those of you who haven't heard Cindy's story about GLP-3, you've got to ask her to share it. She's got pretty amazing results. And just like Dr. Dan and Daniel have said, like, this product is changing people's lives, and that's the people that you're selling to, and it's also the people in 3. And then we've got Sarah Farnsworth, super hard worker. She's out in Iowa. I hear about her work. I see her at the trips. 3-star elite. You guys, this is huge. This is an amazing accomplishment.
Fantastic job. Sophie, thank you so much for your kind words about Cindy and what's happened to her on GLP-3. Cindy's just an amazing soul. I didn't have much extra product in Dallas, but I will admit something now since Diana was so forthcoming. I only had a couple extra bottles, but I slipped a bottle to Cindy. in Dallas. And I said, Cindy, you're just a dear friend. I want to get you a bottle. I want this to change your life. And it has. She was one of the people. I want her to share with you guys on a future Zoom here in the next few weeks, her story. I don't want to steal it right now, so I'm not going to. Sophie touched on it and I touched on it for a second. I want Cindy to share that with you in the next couple of weeks, what's happened to her. Cindy had my heart, by the way, at the beginning of the company. She shared with me Camp Maddox in California, how they changed kids' lives. And they've been doing that for a couple decades up in the mountains, in the forest of California. Her and Mike, they're just amazing human beings. I couldn't be more proud of Cindy and Mike Maddox. So congratulations on 3-star elite. And Sarah Farnsworth, I couldn't be more proud of you. You're doing such an amazing job. The entire group there in Iowa, to see what's happened in Iowa, really the last couple of years, but especially the last 4, 5, 6 months. We have so many amazing leaders in Iowa, and that starts with 6-star Holly DeMont. But when I look at Sarah Farnsworth, what you've done, and now to hit 3-star elite, and the way you've stayed consistent and plowed forward, and then GLP hit, and I'm telling you, your group, you are a future 4-star, 5-star, 6-star. You got to get to Maldives with us. Get to 6-star so you guys can come to Maldives. We'd love to have you there. Sarah, congratulations. Fantastic job. Next up, we have Sophie, a new 5-star. Who is it?
Christine Peterson. I'm laughing because in our office, we printed out a message that Christine Peterson said, where she said, my team is all in skinny and rich. And we printed that out and put that up in the events office. So if you know Christine, or Christine, if you're on here, just know we're all rooting for you. This is big news.
Everybody wants to be skinny and rich. I was in Sophie's office, Sophie and Macy, this afternoon, and they had it printed out up on the wall. And I said, what are you guys giggling about? What's so funny in here? And they said, well, you need to see Christine's message. And it was up on the wall. Christine Peterson, skinny and rich. I love it. Christine, couldn't be more proud of you, my friend. You are an absolute champion. You're a legend. You're a mentor to many people. You've helped many of women succeed in your first venture for a couple decades, and you set a lot of women free. Well, guess what? It's no longer just women. You're now touching everyone. You're touching men, women, everyone around the world with your story, your inspiration, your work ethic, and the way you lead by example. I couldn't be more proud of you. Thank you for the kind message you sent me earlier this afternoon. You're always so kind and gracious, and I want to thank you for that. And I want to recognize you for hitting 5-star director. Phenomenal, phenomenal job. Now let's get you to 6-star so you can come to the Maldives with us this fall. We'd love to have you there. Congratulations, Christine Peterson, on a job well done. I want to thank Sophie for being on here again. Her and Macy and Hallie and the entire team do an amazing job. Don't miss Wednesdays at 11 a.m. Mountain Time. Don't miss that. Please share it with your team. It's 1 p.m. Eastern. It's 10 o'clock Pacific. I want to pack it out with hundreds of people every week so we can do live, Instagram live recognition. I'm telling you, a rising tide lifts all ships. Let's cheer each other on. So Sophie, thank you for being on here. Last but not least, guys, I want to say this. I want to congratulate every one of you, not just the amazing folks who rank advanced, but I want to congratulate you. Thank you for ordering GLP. Thank you for showing up. Thank you for believing in 3. Thank you for believing in me. Thank you for believing in this corporate team. Thank you for believing in your upline. Thank you for believing in your spouse. Thank you for believing in your downline. Thank you for believing in this overall community. And last but not least, thank you for believing in yourself. I think that is so important. I've shared in the past on occasion that Tony Robbins used to say, I love you, to his wife and to different people that he loved. And he stopped saying that and he started saying, I love me so I can love you. And that is so powerful. If you can't love yourself, you can't love anybody. So I would say this, I want to thank you and congratulate you for believing in you. And if you don't believe in you yet, guess what? 3 can be the beacon of hope. We can be the bridge of hope and opportunity to help you believe in yourself, because I believe in you, we believe in you, and this community believes in you. So congratulations for being on here tonight. And last but not least, we're going to keep it really simple and say this: share, share, share. Guys, too often people complicate this business. It's not hard. It's one left, one right, and help them get one left, one right. And we pay you right now to do that, by the way, with the 2x2. Again, it's one left, one right. Help them get one left, one right. and rinse and repeat, and do that over and over again. And if we do that over and over again as a community and a company, we're going to change communities and towns and cities and states and countries and markets all over the world. Now go share, share, share. Go out there with an open heart, an open mind, with passion, with commitment, and love on everybody and believe in them. But most importantly, believe in yourself and believe in your team. I believe in you guys. Love you guys. Thank you for being on here. Fantastic night, everyone. For everyone who participated, thank you again. We're signing off. See you guys. Good night.